Welcome back, race fans, here to the NASCAR Kevin Road Truck Series, race number 12 of the 2016 NASCAR Kevin Road Truck Series season. We're bringing you coverage of tonight's AAA Insurance 400 here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. After what's been a 5-year absence, we are back here at the short track, getting ready for the 12th race of the year, a 40-lap race here tonight. I'm Rick Burton here in the broadcast booth, here to give a full coverage of tonight's race. And your championship point leader, Johnny Sauter, on pole for the first time in 2016. To his outside in the front row, the number 9, Ricky William Byron, looking for his first career win to make the chase. Road 2, the number 88, Matt Crafton, alongside the 14 of Daniel Hemrick, and the number 14 for NTS Motorsports. And running out the top 5, 31 of John Hunter Nemechek. Coming off his win at Eldora, Dylan Lupton became the 8th different Truck Series regular to go to victory lane here in 2016, but the seventh driver to so far put his name on the chase grid as a winner. Right now, Christopher Bell, tied for the points lead with Johnny Sauter, is the only driver in the chase on points. That means only one driver can make the chase on points, but should we see another first-time 2016 winner like William Byron or Daniel Hemrick, then he would automatically would have to win a race to make the chase. So right now, stakes of winning in the series is so big, and we're going to see if we will have another first-time winner here tonight. Dylan Lupton got that big win at Eldora. Spencer Gallagher has 2 straight runner-up finishes in this season right now. And then they got William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, being Kennedy starting up front, looking for the first career win. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, but first, let's send it down trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
32 trucks, fire up their engines. Getting ready for a 40-lap race here at the short track Lucas Oil Raceway. Johnny Sauter and William Byron in front row, 32 trucks. And I believe one truck did not go. Is that? The 66 of Jordan Anderson, he does not go, and he will miss the start of the race. The Bolin Motorsports number 66 truck had a great run going at Eldora, but got into a wreck and finished 31st. Jordan Anderson will miss the start of the race. Johnny Sauter and William Byron in front row coming out of the final corner. Out of turn number 4. The last 3 races we have seen a first-time winner. Will we make it 4? The fans are on their feet, down to the line. The green flag is out. We're underway from LOR. And a great jump by William Byron on the outside line to make it a battle in the turn number 1. Matt Crafton got in the back of Johnny Sauter, got him loose. So did the 31 of John Hunter Nemechek, and William Byron trying to clear the 33 off turn number 2. And Byron does. And don't forget about that 14, Daniel Hemrick on the outside trying to get second away from the 33 of Johnny Sauter. Now those who are not familiar with this track, the preferred line is the outside line. It's always been that way, and it makes me kind of surprised why that 33 Johnny Sauter picked the inside, because he had control of either starting on the inside or the outside lane. And he chose the bottom, and he's now in 3rd place, as Ben Kennedy and Christopher Bell moves on the outside of John Hunter Nemechek. Jordan Anderson, I believe, is back on track, or he's now coming back on track. Already 1 lap down in the number 66. As William Byron out in front of the Liberty University Toyota Tundra for Kyle Busch Motorsports has now led all 3 laps here tonight. Daniel Hemrick clocks into 2nd. Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, and Ben Kennedy. The last time the series was here at LOR, it was the 17 of Timothy Peters that took the victory. James Busher, if I remember correctly, James Busher had the best truck in that race, but on a different pit cycle, and he ended up running out of gas, and the guy who got the win, Timothy Peters. Right now running in 11th place. In front of them, the 2 BKR trucks, Tyler Reddick, the 29, 19, Kel Conley. Conley making the 3rd start for BKR. Behind them, the ARCA veteran Grant Enfinger and Daniel Suarez. Great run by Suarez at Eldora. Did not really qualify well, but got a top 3 finish over there at Eldora on the dirt. Daniel Suarez, your Xfinity Championship point leader, a 4-time winner this season in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. An unbelievable sophomore year for Daniel Suarez. But to go back to the long-time absence here at Lucas Oil Raceway, the last race here was 2011. I'm sure more than half the drivers in this race were not even racing the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series at that time. Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, Timothy Peters are 3 drivers that can only come to my mind that was racing in this series 5 years ago. This is how much young talent we have moving up in the series. And one of them, William Byron, out in front of the field, and they'll be catching the 66 of Jordan Anderson, who's right now 1 lap down. About to go 2 laps down now here in that Columbia, South Carolina Chevrolet for Bolin Motorsports. And we are already now 9 laps in, and William Byron not really driving away from Daniel Hemrick, but certainly not losing time to that number 14. As now he may lose a little bit of time as he's trying to get on the inside of that 66 of Anderson to put him a 2nd lap down. Now this is a opportunity now for the 14 to try to close in the gap just a little bit. And Anderson finding back on the outside of William Byron, but Byron will clear him. Entering turn 3 now, the 14, Daniel Hemrick dives to the inside down here in turn 3. Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, 33.88. We are under yellow here at Elaward. The 50 of David Levine, slow on the back straightaway going towards it appears to be pit road. The 50 of David Levine. And he has brought out our first yellow of the day here on lap number 11. William Byron, your leader. Daniel Hemrick and Johnny Sauter, your top 3. Let's get a replay. Coming out of turn number 4, and the 50 of David Levine bounces off the outside wall, makes contact with Brandon Brown, which will eventually lead to the number 50 spinning down here towards turn number 1. So the wreck started off turn 4 and pretty much ended down here in turn 1. David Levine made some contact with the outside wall. Brandon Brown was right there, and they just made contact, and the 50 goes around, but fortunately he keeps it off the inside wall. But Tommy Joe Martins was able to get in 2 spots right there in that 44 truck. Team of Jennifer Joe Cobb and Corbin Forster. William Byron will be a leader when we go back green here from LOR. 15 laps have now been put in the books here in the AAA Insurance 400. William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, and Ben Kennedy, your top 5. And Jordan Anderson is a lap down truck. Make it 2 laps down. David Levine has also lost 1 lap down. He's lost 1 lap. Makes him now 1 lap down as we're back on the way here at LOR. William Byron out in front, but now Daniel Hemrick trying to get to the inside of Jordan Anderson without losing a lot of time to William Byron. Anderson fighting back on the outside, but Hemrick should have him down here in turn 3. Now here comes Johnny Sauter on the inside lane. Anderson fights off on the outside. Now here comes Sauter's former teammate Matt Crafton in that 88. But now on the inside of the 11 of Ben Kennedy, will he use Crafton as a pick, or will Crafton use Sauter as a pick, trying to get on the outside of Sauter? Down here in turn 3 they go. Anderson moves up the track. Here comes Sauter trying to pull the move to clear the 66. He does. But now Kennedy, will he use the 66 as a pick to get by the 88? No, Crafton gets to the inside before he can do anything about it. Anderson's still not clear though, the 88. Top 2 have gotten away from the leaders. William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton. Now here comes the 11 of Ben Kennedy. Christopher Vale, John Hunter Nemechek, Jesse Little, Tyler Reddick, and Timothy Peters. Got a battle back here. Daniel Suarez moving by the former ARCA champion Grant Enfinger. Here comes the 00 Ben Rhodes. And the 00 98 Cameron Haley on the outside. He may be able to get around that 00 Rhodes as Enfinger tries to hold off the 00. Here comes the 98 of Cameron Haley. Scored his first career Truck Series win at Kentucky after a dominating fashion. Right now he is on the chase grid with 1 win to his season. Matt Tiff 54, Spencer Gallagher. 2 runner-up finishes in a row for that number 23 was runner-up to Gallagher and Lupton. And speaking of Lupton, there he is in the 05 right now, running 19th. As we are now past the halfway point in this race, William Byron and Daniel Hemrick, your top 2. Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, they've not been able to drive away. Then you have Ben Kennedy and Christopher Bell. 3 groups of 2 right now as we are coming towards 18 to go next time by for William Byron. Last time by, Daniel Hemrick was about a 10th faster, or 100th faster than the 9 of William Byron. Now, there's Mike Harmon moving by David Levine. Right now, the next slower truck Byron would catch would be the 50 of David Levine. And Levine getting right in the bump of that 74 Mike Harmon. This is not for position because Levine is 1 lap down. Lost a lap when he was on pit road under that yellow flag. As we are kind of calm right now, about to pass around the 25 lap mark. I'd like to point out that the next race in the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series season, race number 13, will be at the Iowa Speedway next weekend, as the NASCAR Speed-Up Series will be making their inaugural event at the Iowa Speedway that is next weekend. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will be returning here to LOR as well as the Truck Series. That'll be tomorrow night, and then on Sunday, the NASCAR Speed-Up Series Crown Royal 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard. That'll be on Sunday afternoon. But for right now, it is all about William Byron trying to hang on and pick up his first win of the year, his first career win for William Byron. But Hemrick's not driving, he's not really closing in that much, though. He's really staying around about maybe 3 to 4 car lengths between the 9 and the 14. You have Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, and Ben Kennedy having a great run inside the top 5 as we're going to be 14 to go now next time by. And Byron will definitely catch the 50 to the 74. Maybe Benning, maybe Tim Hill, and maybe Jennifer Jo Cobb. But Daniel Suarez now moves to the inside of Jordan Anderson. Pretty calm though, right? Pretty much everywhere on track is pretty much calm. But unless we get a yellow or unless we get into some lap traffic, it's going to be really hard for Daniel Hemrick to get up there and get alongside the 9 of William Byron. Because, you know, Byron, he's a rookie, but Hemrick, he's not a veteran really much either. This is only Hemrick's 2nd year in the Truck Series as well. And they're right now outrunning the veterans, Johnny Sauter and a 2-time champion, Matt Crafton. So they're doing a hell of a job right now pulling away. But can they keep it? Can they keep the finish on, and can they finish this out with maybe a 1-2 finish for the 2 drivers looking for their first career win? The last 3 NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series races, we have seen a first-time winner. Go back to Canada, Ontario. Ben Rhodes got his first career win after Alex Tagliani, the best truck of the day, the dominating truck of the day, had a flat tire with about 2 to go. Ben Rhodes got the win. Kentucky, Cameron Haley held off Spencer Gallagher to win in a dominating fashion at Kentucky. And then just last weekend, Dylan Lupton made a last lap pass on Spencer Gallagher to score his first career NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series win and the 2nd career win for Athenian Motorsports. Here's Byron. Here's the 50 of David Levine. Will they become a factor? 8 to go. This time by. Should Byron or Hemrick win, they would become the 8th different winner to be on the chase grid. They'll become the 9th different truck regular to win, but Ben Rhodes not allowed to run for the championship because he's not running full time. So they would become the 8th different winner, and that would mean that if anybody wants to make the chase, they have to win a race. So then points will really be on the line for these guys to hang in that top 8 should we get a 9th different winner. As now Byron will catch the 50 Levine off the corner. That will kind of hurt Byron because Byron can't use all the track he wants off the corner. Here comes the 14 of Daniel Hemrick. And now Byron clears the 50. So will Hemrick off turn number 2. And now Byron moves to the inside of Mike Harmon entering turn number 3. So far, so good for the 9 of Byron, as the 74 is in the outside wall. Mike Harmon in the outside wall in the 74. And nearly comes down and take out the 50 of David Levine. This right here will hold up the 33 of Johnny Sauter and the 88 of Matt Crafton. In 5th place, Ben Kennedy having a great run right now inside the top 5. Christopher Bell, 6. John Hunter Nemechek, Jesse Little, Tyler Reddick, and Timothy Peters. Christopher Bell, who would right now be running 2nd in points, would miss the chase as of right now should the chase start right after this race. And after this race, we'll have Iowa, we'll have Bristol, we'll have Richmond, and Chicago. About 4 or 5 races left to go. I can't really remember what's all coming up, but Iowa will be next weekend for the Truck Series. And now Byron catching the 6 of Norm Benning. Down back straight away they go into turn number 3. Norm Benning on the outside, William Byron on the bottom. Daniel Hemrick moves to the outside lane, maybe trying to pick up some speed, but Benning's in the wall. And that will slow down the 14 of Daniel Hemrick. Then you got the 49 of Timmy Hill, the 10 of Jennifer Jill Cobb. I don't believe they'll be a factor, as there will be coming to 2 to go this time by. William Byron, last year's Canaan E-Series champion, moved over to Calabush Motorsports in 2016, and he's also expected to be back in the number 9 truck next season for a sophomore year. Daniel Hemrick, no idea what he'll be doing next season, but he wants to end his season off with a win to make the chase. He's in 2nd, and they'll be heading towards the white flag. There should be no lap traffic involved in the finish. Down to the line, the white flag flies. 1 lap to go for leader William Byron down in the turn number 1. Sauter, Crafton, and Kennedy, Christopher Bell, Nemechek, Jesse Little, nice top 10, Tyler Reddick, and Timothy Peters. Your top 10, making his way through turns 3 and 4. His first career win, Liberty University's William Byron will go to victory lane here at Lucas Oil Raceway. The Liberty University Toyota William Byron, your winner today at Lucas Oil Raceway. Daniel Hemrick ran 2nd all day long, just unable to get close enough to William Byron to get the win away. Great job all day by William Byron, and he wins his first career race and the 4th straight first-time winner in the NASCAR Kevin Road Truck Series. So now we have 8 winners in the Truck Series. So that means if you want to make the chase, if anybody's going to make the chase, you have to have a win. Nobody will be able to make the chase now on points, as we have 8 winners for 8 spots. Next week in the NASCAR KP Road Truck Series at Iowa, that'll be the next race on the schedule. But check out here tomorrow for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race here at LOR at Kroger 200. That'll be here tomorrow at Lucas Oil Raceway. On your screen, your results in the updated chase grid after today's race is on your screen right now. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the AAA Insurance 200, and we will see you tomorrow for the Xfinity race here at LOR. Congrats to William Byron on his first career win, and we'll see you tomorrow here from LOR. Goodbye, everyone.